Welcome to my World History Notes, where I read from the book I wrote to teach homeschoolers world history. A Bible believer looks at world history. So, we're going to do a little brief timeline of Greek history that we've gone over some of. Um, you can read this. You can find my book on lulu.com, amazon.com, or at the Bible Baptist bookstore, or just follow me here. And this is before we move on to India and Africa and other places, we're going to finish up with a short timeline of Greece, ancient Greece, that I've been discussing. Um, so let's begin. Um, at 1600 to 1200 BC, there was the Mycenaean Age. Mycenaean Age, according to Durant. 1581 BC was the foundation of Athens by Cecrops, according to Durant. 1450 to 1400 BC was the destruction of Crete, Minoan civilization. Again, same historian. 1313 BC, foundation of Thebes by Cadmus. 1192, siege of Troy. These dates are all approximate because there's no way of determining the exact date. 1104 BC, Dorian invasion of Greece. 1100 to 850 BC, migrations to Asia and around the Mediterranean Sea. This is also from Durant. 1000 BC, Temple of Hera at Olympia. 840 BC, the probable period of Homer. 800 to 700 BC, music is a part of everyday life for all social classes, even in Sparta. Professional singing storytellers called bards sing of war and adventure. Choral and dramatic music developed. Greek poet Hesiod writes Theogony about the origin of the Greek gods and Works and Days about farming and morals. 776 BC, the first Olympic Games. 750 BC, archaic Greek sculpture is simple with a narrow range of subjects and artists trying to get at the essence of their subject. They begin to copy Near Eastern forms of sculpture and ivory and metalwork from Phoenicia and Syria. In 650 BC, Greeks began mass copying of Egyptian form for religious statues. 630 BC, Lycurgus at Sparta. 625 BC, Thales of Miletus, who accurately predicts and explains solar eclipses, is born. 620 BC, laws of Draco at Athens. 600 BC, rise of Sparta, the age of tyrants. 500s BC, Greek poet Sappho leads a group of women devoted to music and poetry on the island of Lesbos. We get our word lesbian from this, just as we get our word archaic for something old or outdated from that period of Greek history. Actors in Greece begin to perform in open air theaters wearing masks, not to keep them from infecting other people, but masks to disguise their faces. 594 BC, laws of Solon at Athens. 560 to 520 BC, rise of Athens. 550 BC, Lydia controls Greek cities in Asia Minor. 547 BC, death of Anaximander, one of the first known believers in evolution, and along with Xenophanes of the idea that the earth was covered by many floods over time. 545 BC, Persia subjugates Ionia. 544 BC, Anaximenes, philosopher, he's born. 530 BC, Pythagoras proves the Pythagorean theorem, which was discovered by the Babylonians in 1900 BC. 529 BC, Pythagoras, philosopher, is born, conflicting with the timeline. So the timeline of history and science, arts and sciences said he was born in 530, but Durant says he was born in 529. So that's a conflict in time. Doesn't matter. 522 BC, Greek poet Pindar is born, who writes Greek classical music. 519 to 507 BC, there's a war between Athens and Thebes. 510 BC, Greek traveler Hecataeus draws first map of Mediterranean world. 510 to 507 BC, the intervention of Sparta and Athens politics. 499 to 448 BC, the Greco-Persian Wars. 499 to 493 BC, Ionian revolt against Persia. 493 BC, Themistocles Archon at Athens. 490 to 480 BC, Persia prepares to invade Greece, started by Darius and completed by Xerxes, with between 200,000, according to Harper's military history, and 1,000,000 men. And then we go on, you have the Battle of Marathon, Artemisium, Herodotus in 480 BC, Plataea, Greek playwright Aeschylus, historian Thucydides. It goes on and on. It's a tremendously rich history. It's very interesting. I hope that you would look into it and right down to 146 BC, Greece and Macedonia become Roman provinces. So there's just so much to study about ancient Greece and so many sources to read from. But we're going to stop there. And we're going to go on to China, to Peru, to India, to Nubia, up to the beginning of Christianity and the second diaspora of the Jews. So we're going to start that with that next. And once again, we have another part of the world with a rich history that's often ignored, though, in typical high school studies, history classes. So we're gonna get there next time. And thank you for listening. And I look forward to talking to you again.